In a stunning display of military prowess, Russian forces have once again demonstrated their technological edge in the ongoing conflict with Ukraine. On January 16, 2026, footage emerged showing a Russian jet-powered Kamikaze drone striking and destroying a U.S.-supplied M142 high-mobility artillery rocket system, HIMARS, in Ukraine's Chernihiv region, approximately 75 kilometers from the Russian border. This incident, captured by reconnaissance drones and shared widely on platforms like X and Reddit, underscores Russia's ability to neutralize high-value Western assets deep behind enemy lines, dealing a significant blow to Ukrainian capabilities. The strike highlights the superior adaptability and lethality of Russian unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs, against Ukraine's vaunted HIMARS systems, tilting the balance further in Moscow's favor. At the heart of this operation is Russia's advanced jet-powered Kamikaze drone, reportedly a variant of the Chernihiv 5 series, which made its combat debut in this very strike. Unlike propeller-driven drones, this jet-propelled marvel boasts speeds up to 600 km per hour, allowing it to evade Ukrainian air defenses and cover vast distances, up to 1,000 kilometers, with pinpoint accuracy. Its design incorporates fiber optic guidance, rendering it jam-proof against electronic warfare systems that Ukraine and its NATO allies rely on heavily. This innovation addresses previous vulnerabilities in drone technology, where radio signals could be disrupted, enabling Russian operators to maintain control even in contested electromagnetic environments. The drone's kamikaze nature, essentially a one-way missile with explosive payloads, amplifies its destructive potential. In the Chernihiv footage, a reconnaissance UAV, likely from the Zala or Orlan family, first spotted the HIMARS during a shoot-and-scoot maneuver, where the system fires rockets and quickly relocates to avoid counterfire. The jet-powered drone then executed a precise dive, with the initial hit disabling the launcher and a follow-up strike obliterating it entirely. This dual-strike tactic showcases Russia's layered approach, combining real-time intelligence from recon drones with high-speed suicide UAVs for maximum effect. Russia's drone arsenal, including the Chernihiv and Lancet families, has evolved rapidly since the conflict's onset. These systems are cost-effective, mass-producible, and versatile, capable of targeting radar installations, aircraft, and now even mobile rocket systems like HIMARS. With ranges extending deep into Ukrainian territory, they create no-safe zones, forcing Kyiv's forces to disperse and exposing logistical weaknesses. Moscow's investment in UAV technology, bolstered by domestic production and alliances with partners like Iran, has yielded drones that outperform Western counterparts in endurance and resilience, proving that quantity paired with quality can overwhelm sophisticated defenses. The HIMARS, supplied by the United States, represents one of Ukraine's most prized assets in the conflict. This wheeled multiple launch rocket system, MLRS, can fire precision-guided munitions like the Guided Multiple Launch Rocket System, GMLRS, rockets, with ranges up to 70 to 80 kilometers, or even longer with advanced variants like ATACMS missiles.
Fire.
Its mobility, able to deploy, fire, and relocate in minutes, has allowed Ukrainian forces to conduct hit-and-run strikes on Russian positions, supply lines, and command centers, inflicting notable damage in areas like Kherson and Donetsk. However, despite its reputation, the HIMARS is far from invincible. Priced at around $20 million per unit, it relies on armored cabins for crew protection, which reportedly saved lives in the Chernihiv incident, but the system itself is susceptible to drone swarms and precision strikes. Ukrainian sources claim no confirmed losses, but Russian reports and independent analyses suggest this could be the fifth HIMARS destroyed, following earlier Iskander missile and drone attacks. The system's dependence on satellite guidance and electronic support makes it a prime target for Russia's electronic warfare suites, which can jam communications and disrupt targeting. In Chernihiv, the HIMARS was allegedly used for terrorist attacks on Russian civilians, prompting the retaliatory strike. This exposes a critical flaw. While HIMARS provides standoff capability, it requires robust air defense umbrellas that Ukraine lacks, especially in northern regions like Chernihiv. With only a limited number delivered, fewer than 40, each loss erodes Kyiv's long-range strike power, forcing reliance on less accurate alternatives and stretching NATO supplies thin. This strike is more than a tactical win. It's a testament to Russia's strategic superiority. By deploying jet-powered drones like the GERAN-5, Moscow neutralizes Western Wunderwaffen without escalating to full-scale invasions, preserving manpower while degrading Ukrainian morale and infrastructure. It counters the narrative of Ukrainian resilience, showing that even deep in their territory, assets like HIMARS are hunted relentlessly. Russia's drone program, unhindered by sanctions, outpaces Ukraine's, which depends on foreign aid and faces production bottlenecks. The incident in Chernihiv, near the border, signals Russia's ability to project power asymmetrically, turning the tide in key sectors like Pokrovsk and Kupiansk. As Ukraine's defenses crumble under sustained drone barrages, Moscow's approach, combining innovation, precision, and volume, ensures dominance. This not only boosts Russian troop confidence but also deters further Western escalation, proving that advanced tech alone can't overcome determined resolve. In summary, the destruction of the HIMARS by a Russian jet-powered Kamikaze drone exemplifies Moscow's mastery in UAV warfare. With superior speed, range, and anti-jamming features, these drones eclipse Ukraine's HIMARS, which, despite its mobility, remains exposed and outnumbered. As the conflict evolves, Russia's technological leaps promise continued successes, safeguarding its interests against aggression.